Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, March 24th, 2023. Let's take a look what's going on the Forex calendar today. There are some important data, as you can see. All of them are waiting to be released. The first one is retail sales. Retail sales data from the UK is scheduled for release at 8 AM. Then German manufacturing PMI data scheduled for release at 9:30, and composite PMI, manufacturing PMI, and services PMI data from the UK this time are scheduled for release at 10:30. The whole day is the European Union Leaders Summit as well. Might be some remarks here from the politicians, so please be careful. During the New York session, we got core durable goods orders scheduled for release at 1:30, and then core retail sales. Those data are scheduled for release at 1:30, and those data are from Canada. So, kind of a nice, interesting day. Some interesting data are scheduled for release as well. We should see the British pound and how the British pound is doing because there's plenty of data scheduled for release from this country. So let's just jump into the chart of the British pound. For our chart of the British pound to US dollar is looking very bullish. Nevertheless, if we just take a look at this recent movement to the upside with the last high at 1.2342, we can see that this last high was made with the smaller momentum than the previous ones. So this means there is a bearish engulfing looming on the market right now. Where should we expect the market to go? 1.2198 is a nice technical support. It's an all technical support. However, there is a deep lower towards 1.2178, 20 pips lower. And if we take a look here, we should see this 50 periods moving average. So this 50 periods moving average is apparently between those two levels. So that area here is a very good area for a potential support. So we should be prepared that after the correction or a pullback is done, this is a area where the boost should start some kind of a bounce to the upside. Let me just check my settings with the moving averages, because I want 100 periods moving average. There you go. And as you can see, 100 periods moving average is way below the 50 periods. Right now, 1.2084 is the real level of the 200 periods moving average. Momentum is strong. Momentum is positive. Maybe not that strong, but positive. Nevertheless, there is still. Let me just place an arrow here so you guys can see it. There is a bearish divergence between that movement here to the upside and this movement here in the momentum. So classical bearish divergence at the top of the movement means that we should be prepared for a movement to the downside that might be triggered by for example, news release, data release today, right? So stay vigilant, guys, stay focused. Screenshot is done, and we are done with the British pound. There are some data from the US as well. I would like to take a look at the US dollar to the Swiss franc. Why? Because yesterday there was an interest rate decision by the Swiss National Bank. Last Wednesday there was a decision to hike the rates in the US by Fed. So what is going on here? We have this technical resistance. That's obvious, right? This is the most important technical resistance for this market, 9,439. Then we have a new low. If there's any new low on the left, old low on the left, yes, it is right here. One big level, 9,059 pips. So this is how it looks like right now. The market goes up and down from the extremely overbought to extremely oversold market condition. This move to the downside was really strong, right? So then we had the bounce towards the 100 periods moving average. Bulls didn't break it. They've been trying a couple of times, they didn't break it, and finally the market moved lower. So we got this level here, technical resistance. This level must be violated for the market to rally higher, and one more intraday local technical resistance is located here, 9,179. Momentum is negative, momentum is weak, only 41 points. It moves inside of the channel, as you can see. If we put some kind of a channel here, it's obviously we are moving inside the channel. And then if you take a look here, we got a V-shape reversal attempt, but this V-shape is in the wrong place, okay? So it should be like here, which is why it failed, because we have like a double top here, bearish engulfing pattern, some pin bars here, big massive sell-off, again V-shape, you see V and V-shape here, again failure, movement to the downside. So we should see another leg to the downside to be made very soon. So that's the US dollar to the Swiss franc. We supposed to take a look at the US dollar to the Canadian dollar as well, because of the Canadian data. So the 4-hour chart here looks like this. Let me just take a look on a bigger perspective. You can see that from the middle of the February, well, the beginning of the February this year, we've been moving up and up and up to this level here, 1.3861. This is the 10th of the March 2023. Since then we got something that might be considered kind of a flag pattern-ish kind of you see this kind of a pattern here, maybe not that well, but if you take a look here, we got some sort of the flag pattern-ish here. Maybe we managed to move to the upside. If there is a breakout to the upside, it should be, by the books, it should be. However, please notice the fact that sometimes if we identify the pattern, this pattern might be invalidated. So the breakout to the downside, let me just put my arrow here, will invalidate this pattern, and that means that this invalidation of the pattern will cause a stronger move to the downside than it would do to the upside. Okay, so in that situation, if there is invalidation, that's the scenario of the invalidation. I will tell you in a minute why. We should see the market testing this level. This is the level of 1.3475 technical support, roughly this level, and there is one more below. You know, it's like a kind of a zone. Let's say 1.3445. So those two levels might be the target level. Let me just adjust my, there you go. Those two might be a target level for the bears, basically. Okay, you look at this. We've been trading above 50 and 100 periods moving average, but just recently there is a cross. There's almost a cross of the 50 periods crossing the 100 periods moving average from the above. If there is a big cross, which means market goes down again, then we have the confirmation of the change of the sentiment, and the market is very susceptible to going lower. Okay, to go lower in that situation. So that's the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. Last but not least, let's take a look, of course, at the Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Very nice rebound, very nice movement to the upside again by Bitcoin. So let's just focus on the intraday charts. A recent high was made at 28,878, almost hit yesterday. Local technical support located at 26,650. That's fine. We are locked inside of this zone. Nevertheless, very nice rebound from the 50 previous moving average. So where is the next target? Again, let's just take a look. This is for our channel. We need to change the time frame to the daily. The next target would be somewhere, this one is violated already, so that's very nice technical support right now. Very nice. This is 25,367, and the next target might not be that much, let's say, important. Nevertheless, it's still a target. This target is like at 32,370. Please notice that there is still the level of 30,000 in between those two levels. Okay, so that's not that straightforward. So this is the outlook for the Bitcoin right now. Tight range, positive momentum. Well, extremely overbought market condition. Nevertheless, the positive momentum. Please remember, if there is a trending market, we might stay on the elevated levels of the momentum, and the market will keep going up, okay, because it will be trending. But if the market is going up and down, that means it's basically trendless, and in that situation we can of course assume that extremely overbought market conditions might result in coming off to the extremely oversold, and then again. That situation looks like trending market, which is why we might stay here. We might stay here above the level of 70, maybe even 80, 76 is the highest momentum during this rebound here. Okay, so that's not that straightforward. We need to know how to interpret this kind of indicators for our in our favor, basically. So that's the situation of Bitcoin, and we are finishing our review. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next week. So take care and bye bye.